sports, like you get to see like whatever you see and create the idea of love, and then you kind of base that off of like all your relationships.
That's straight.
The biggest obstacle I ever faced was myself and my father, to be honest.
Agreed.
That's my biggest obstacles. Like just breaking through to my dad, because like our relationship always been shaky. So it's like trying to like, how can I explain it? Trying to like get the approval of my father can be my downfall at certain times. Like sometimes, like when I was younger, I would do like activities and stuff to like get my father's approval instead of like doing it for myself.
I used to do that too.
And like even when I do like great at it, I still wouldn't always get that approval. So it's like that's a big downfall. To get the approval of others, it's like that's a bad trait. That's a big downfall.
I second that. So I used to do that as a kid. But like one thing with me, like my biggest one, which kind of goes hand in hand, like that's just a little different story, but would be like overcoming my dyslexia, because that's something that I had trained 8 years for, so I didn't have to get extra help in my classes. That was like the hardest thing, because I would go to school and then I would come home and I would have to do more reading, more homework. Like it was just like I never left school. But relating that to like getting my dad's approval, because my dad had it too, but he never like actually dealt with it. So I'm the first one to actually go seek extra help, and he was always kind of like, oh, you don't need it. But it did some time. So
Yeah, it's the thought like your parents, like having like trying to have your like parents. How can I say? Like trying to have your parents' expectations up there, and like not doing what you love can like hurt you at times. Like for example, like when I was younger, I did like wrestling for like a year because like I wanted to do it, and my father was like, "Yo, that's gay." I'm like, "Nah."
But you liked it, right?
Exactly. I like to like beat people. So I'm like, I'm like, yo, because like where I grew up, I'm like, yo, I'm not doing that shit. That's fine. So then like I tried basketball and stuff, and I was cool at it, but I didn't want to like play it because I was bored with it. But because my father liked basketball, I would do it. And that's the same with like football at first. I had to grow in love with football when I was younger, because when I first did it, I didn't like I had the body type where I could play football, but like I didn't love it at first, and I was doing it for my father. But I grew in love with that, so I wanted to do it myself. So like even when like went to college and stuff, like I still wanted to like do it, but I was like, nah, I don't, because my father wanted me to play in college, but I said I just don't want to anymore. I'm tired.
Did he play football?
Yeah, he played football. I was like, I'm just tired of it. Like, and like you don't always understand, like it's certain like aspects of my life that I don't feel like having to like grasp that we don't have to be the same person. We're different people.
Right.
And like if I fall in love with something, you can't really be upset at it. That's my choice.
I think it's because like we're supposed to be, you know that saying, like we're a product of our parents,
Yeah.
but at the same time you're supposed to be a product, but you're supposed to be a better product of your parents. And I think that's why the parents always want to not force us to do things, but always put extra emphasis on things that they want us to do that they used to do, because they would, like we're a little them, I guess.
But we're not really.
We're not, though.
Yeah,
We're like
yeah.
a whole separate person.
Yeah.
I'm not like my parents at all. I'm not like anyone in my family.
I'm glad you just looked at that. And that's your hope to it. But yeah, no, I get what you're saying.
Yeah. Like the best thing they did for us was
Set a foundation.
put us into life. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then from there they can cultivate who we are as a person. But I feel like they're never supposed to put ideas into our head that aren't our own. They're just supposed to like water us. Like plants. A lot of parents, they tell you to do things because maybe they didn't do it in their past lives. They're trying to get you to do their dream and not do your own.
So, question for y'all, because y'all all talking about your parents. What's one thing that you would keep if you're like you want to have kids? What's one thing that you would keep that your parents did for you, and then one thing that you would change?
I say
Spankings.
You said what?
You would keep it or change it.
Keep it.
Yeah.
Look,
What's that?
Yeah.
not to the like extreme I'm not gonna beat my kid.
I was gonna say my parents used to beat the shit out of me. I
Yeah.
never had that. I don't want to like do it like compared to what my parents did.
Yeah,
Yeah, bro.
My parents used to beat my ass straight naked. I'd be like, damn, like, do you really love me?
Like, like to think about it, like to normalize like getting beat and like putting that fear. Like I used to be scared, like not my mother, but like, I used to be scared of like some people in my family because like they put that fear in you when you really getting beat. Like yo, everything make you flinch. You like.
Yeah, you don't even want to talk
Yo,
to
like
them
yo,
because you're scared.
it's a disconnect to like it's a certain extent to like punishment for a child or like it's a certain extreme the way you shouldn't go to like beating a kid and like it was normalized in my family, so it's like everybody on edge and shit, like people like grown adults like doing this, that's not cool, like that's not good. You shouldn't have to like fear your parents. You should be able to go to them with everything because the more your kid fears you, the less they're gonna be able to have a relationship with you. That's a fact.
I think now that we're in a different age, y'all be seeing people's parents like giving them ass whoopings on camera and stuff. I feel like that's where it becomes unhealthy because you're not doing it to teach them a lesson. You're not doing it to you're doing it to embarrass them. Oh, I'm gonna beat his ass. Then put it on social media and then everybody's gonna see it. Next thing you know, CPS is such a door.
Yeah,
Like,
and that haircut thing, bro. I hate when I see that shit.
So
Like when they be giving to George definition and shit. That's not teaching me a lesson, bro. That's just making me hate you and everybody. And then
And then when you go to school, you're gonna get
bullied more.
And that
Yeah.
just causes you to be put down more.
That's what I'm saying. And they think, and people be online thinking that shit funny. Like that's tough love. That shit ain't love, bro. That's hate, bro. Like that's embarrassing. You literally doing what bullies do in school.
To your own child.
To your own kid, and you making them go out in the world. You not helping them with nothing. You just gonna make them hate the world and you more. That's a fact.
And it confuses me too because they will tell you, oh, we do this because we love you. I'm
That
like,
shit don't love. That shit hurt,
Their
bro.
parents probably did that, so that's all they know.
Yeah, but and they scared of
Times
change.
changing though, so
Mhm.
Just gotta be more.
That's the thing about parents though. They're afraid of change, bro. Like they're afraid of like everything. They're afraid of everything to change because they're scared that you're gonna slip up off of that change. Because we as people, as like humans, we don't like to adjust to change. We like to stay comfortable in our own bubble. So when we do change, it's a scary sight for some people.
Yeah, for some people.
Some people. Yeah, but some
The crazy thing about that is everything's changing all the time,
they don't even see it.
but they don't listen.
It's that mindset.
It's just because, like, in their day and age, it's just different. Like, me, I have a lot of friends that are girls, right? But if my mom sees that, she's like, oh, which one of them is your girlfriend? I'm like, nah, they're just my friend.
He's cool.
But and then I told her, I'm like, just because that's my friend and it's a girl that's me and I'm dating her, she's like, yeah, that's just how, like, if I was with a boy back then, that's just how it was, type of thing. So I'm like, I guess I understand this, like, that's not how it is anymore. People have friends and opposite sexes,
Yeah, people like dish you for that, like friends you go to and stuff like that. That shit weird. Like my father, he be like, oh, which one you hit? And I'm like, I'm not hitting none of that. I'm not hitting none of them. Like they just friends. I'm cool with them. Like the way y'all see them is different from the way I see them. Like it was never just like that. And they be like, man, y'all kids on some shit. Nigga, you know nothing, bro. Like that's just how it is. Like you can't be cool. You can't control your hormones or something. So to the point where you can't be friends with the opposite sex, that's a problem. Like, that's not good. That's unhealthy, my dude.
I think they're just so used to the traditional stuff.
Fuck that
like,
tradition. Fuck that shit.
they just grew up on it. Like, they're so used to, like, oh, boy, girl, grow up, love, barely make it. Like, even some marriages, like, people go through a long, toxic marriage or just multiple divorces. Like,
Because they
it's
scared
never,
to
yeah.
change up. They afraid. But like, if that situation is toxic right there, why would you want to conform to that? Like, if you see, like, for example, people that get like domestic violence issues in like marriage and stuff, like they make excuses for the like abuser, and I feel bad for the victim, but it's like you can't be afraid to change that. Like, you gotta get out of that narrative.
Well, the whole abuser situation, I gotta disagree with that because that's a whole different ball game versus like a toxic relationship. Like in a toxic relationship, I know that some people depend on their significant other. Like if he's the one that's making all the money, she's depending on him because how else is she gonna eat? Where's she gonna stay at? But as far as like a domestic violence kind of thing, people are really crazy. Like people will really kill someone else that they love. So you leaving I personally knew someone who ran away from their abuser, and he found her. And then it was a big thing. Like, she left,
That's crazy.
like,
That's
a different
wild.
state. She went 3 states north to get away from him. And he found her.